Some of the 3,803 here at the O'Connell Center in Gainesville tonight, watching Florida and LSU go at it. The Gators with a 1-point lead entering the final rotation have been strong on the floor so far. And next up is Samantha Lutz from Grove City, Ohio.
And she's been slowed in the fall training due to a summer knee injury, but already back in the floor lineup.
Samantha with a 9.75 on vault earlier in the evening.
She's starting with music box dancer. Now it's kicking into AC/DC music.
Now that's a different segue.
Big change. A little trouble on that tuck double landing. They can land on the thin mat that's there as long as it's pulled out of the way afterwards. That might have actually hurt her.
Yeah, she landed half on it and half on the regular mat.
Well, she blocked and went straight up, but didn't get a lot of rotation. Let's see if she can do better on the second pass. Handspring front full, punch front. Nice recovery. She was actually the Ohio State champion in the floor exercise and every other event in 2003. She also has lots of international experience, competing in Sweden at the age of 13. There's that gator chomp. Gearing up for that last tumbling pass. Not a big handspring, double twist.
Samantha Lutz for the Florida Gators.
You see that front full right into a punch front. Strong finish.
And a strong score, 9.875 for Lutz. And that gets us back to April Burkholder from Houston, Texas for LSU. She's been strong tonight. 9.825 is her lowest score in the first 3 rotations.
Wow, look at that. Round off, layout, step out, and right on. She's starting a routine with a difficult skill. Some people like to start with easier skills just to get on the beam. But here's handspring layout, layout. Very solid. I know Dee Dee has a lot of confidence putting her at the end of the beam lineup. Some coaches do it differently. Some will put certain gymnasts at the end to up their score, and then some, like with her, put their stronger performers at the end of the lineup.
Part of it may be mental. Some athletes may want to be first up. Some may want to go last.
Exactly. There's a side summy, a little bit of a bobble, probably about a 210 deduction. The coaches will find that some gymnasts perform better in different situations. Some of them you cannot put first up on the balance beam. You know that they cannot handle that pressure.
I'd be on that list. 4 inches wide, I don't think so.
So gearing up for her dismount. Round off, nice high tuck, double back, and one big step.
So a couple of flaws for Burkholder on her beam routine.
It's probably not going to hurt her a lot. She's still just really strong as far as difficulty, and everything else she performed very well.
9.825 for the LSU sophomore. Now we go to the floor. There's Orley Szmuch.
She's their top returning floor competitor. In 2003, she was second team All-American on this event.
Got a little devious grin there to get started with.
She really knows how to sell this routine to this Florida crowd. Starting with a round up, a handspring, pike double back. Very clean and a nice landing. And you can see she's having lots of fun in this routine. Side summy. Nice transition into her second tumbling pass. Front layout, very clean. Some of the requirements on the floor exercises, they have to have a dance series. They have to have an acros dance combination with 3 elements and 2 tumbling passes, 1 having 2 saltos. They also have to finish their routine with at least a B-level dismount.
But virtually every floor routine has 3 tumbling passes, doesn't it?
Exactly. But they do have to have those required skills of the 2 flips in a row, and everyone basically has that. The difference that you're seeing in the scores are due to added difficulty. So the more difficulty you add, the more ease in your routine, the higher you're going to have your start value. Here's her dismount. Nice high tuck double back. Very exciting routine for Orley.
And for the crowd here in Gainesville, Orley with 3 straight 9.875s, trying to improve that in the floor exercise.
And you can see why she's All-American. Look at the power in this tumbling. Nice lift, very clean tuck double back.
And she does get a better score, a 9.925 for the Gator Junior. And the final routine of the night will be Katie Rue on floor for Florida.
This is probably Florida's most powerful and most difficult routine at this point in the season. Watch this opening pass. Round up back handspring, double layout, a little short on the landing. Now I know Orley's also looking to add that skill, but as you can see, it's kind of hard on the ankles. You have to be very careful on the landing. So no coach was wanting to put that in as the year progresses for Orley and just continue it with Katie.
Is that double layout about as tough as it gets?
It is. As far as the double, you can do the tug position, the pike, but the layout is definitely the hardest. You hear the orange and blue choreographed into her routine. Something for the crowd to get into. Nice high pike double back. A little bit change of music to the Phantom of the Opera.
Great show.
Now the interesting thing about Katie is her sister's on the University of Iowa's gymnastics team. Very solid dismount. A little bit of form break. Full twisting back handspring. And a great finish for Florida.
So Katie Rue for the Florida Gators ends the evening in style.
There's that round up back handspring, pike double back, very powerful.
And a 9.80 for Katie Rue for the Florida Gators. So that concludes the competition between Florida and LSU. The scores and Gator coach Rhonda Fain coming up next. The final results tonight in Gainesville, Erin Pendleton with her 12th collegiate bars victory with a 9.925 as she edges Lisa Rennie of LSU. On the vault, it was LSU getting the victory. April Burkholder with a 9.925 just ahead of Florida's Orley Szmuch. The balance beam was all Florida. The Gators terrific on beam tonight, led by Kristen Stuckey with her 9.925. The Gators finished 1 through 5 in that event. And on floor exercise, Orley Szmuch clinches the all-around title with a 9.925. Now let's go to Melissa with Coach Rhonda Fain.
LSU not having a really good performance tonight. They started their first 2 routines with falls and then counted a lot of falls and mistakes. Florida, though, not needing any help. Did things go as planned?
Yeah, actually, I wasn't sure. I didn't know what LSU had done because we only watched our own, girls. And they did a phenomenal job. We achieved the goals that we wanted. We came in, we competed aggressively, and we hit our routine.
I noticed you improved on the vault by almost 4/10, and starting off with a 197 the second meet, that's awesome.
Well, that just shows the depth that we do have this year, especially, and the length and the room that we still have to grow. It is the second meet of the year, and we still have mistakes that we have to fix. And so we are really excited, and we have a lot of potential.
Well, good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
What a great score for the Florida Gators, 197.10. They beat LSU with the 5th best score in school history. That's going to do it from the O'Connell Center in Gainesville. For our producer, Dennis Black, and director, Jerry Wetzel, along with Melissa Miller-Schubeck, I'm Larry Vittel. Thanks to our entire crew, and good night from Gainesville.
Whether it's a trip down Tobacco Road in the ACC or the sold-out gyms of the SEC, Sunshine's conference basketball action is a slam dunk. This Tuesday, it's Clemson visiting Georgia Tech. Tip-offs at 7 on Sunshine.
The following is a paid program for John Beck's free and clear real estate system.
How would you like to own this home for just $781? Now, I'm not talking about a down payment of $781 with hundreds of dollars in mortgage payments on top of that every month for the next 30